nigga forfeit, yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit, nah, I need $1 million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend, bring them sounds in one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support.
I can tell you when we were lining up to go out to be introduced as the top 100 players, and a guy who never really comments on games because he doesn't watch many of them was Lawrence Taylor. He looked at me, and this is a true story, folks. If you want to know what we were thinking at halftime, Lawrence looked at me and he said, Carl, I could pick 22 of us right now and go out and play better than these guys. We'd win this game. And the youngest guy in that line was probably 50 years old. Lawrence Taylor looked at me and said, I can get 22 of us and go out there right now and whoop these guys' ass. I'm a fan first. I'm a former player. I'm a standard bearer. I'm part of the group that set the standard for what Giants football should be like. You're going to have some good games. You're going to have some bad games. But to start your season off looking the way you did, I mean, they're going to say, oh, yeah, well, there were some good plays. Not enough when you're playing a team in your weight class and they look like they took the next step and you're still stuck in 2023.
What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And you heard from the video that just played with Mr. Carl Banks what he and Lawrence Taylor had to say during the halftime when they were announced as the top 100 Giants. And I'm a little bit embarrassed in even being able to do a show for you guys like this. Lawrence Taylor and Carl Banks, two of our pioneers of the New York Giants and the New York Giant way, were actually at halftime saying that they could have lined up the 22 guys that they had back during their day and played better than what the New York Giants were playing against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. And that's a little bit embarrassing. That just goes to show you how poorly that we played Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, a team that supposedly were on our level and supposedly we were supposed to beat, but it didn't turn out to be that way. We actually got beat down. And for two of our pioneers to actually say, hey, look, I'm actually ashamed and embarrassed to be out here receiving this top 100 award for the New York Giants, the illustrious award of the New York Giants franchise, 100 years in the NFL. And they have to talk amongst each other saying that they're embarrassed, that they're ashamed of the performance that they saw out there. It's really mind-boggling. You had so much preparation. You got these fans so excited to go out there. Homecoming for the 100th season, new logo in the middle of the field, the 100 logo, and you go out there and you just show an egg against the Minnesota Vikings team that is banged up. To be honest with you, they were missing their top tight end. Addison got banged up. They're missing some defensive players. And you go out there and let them just embarrass you the way that they did. And it's embarrassing, man. You go out there and have a performance like that with people like Carl Banks in the building, Lawrence Taylor in the building, Michael Strahan, Eli Manning, Phil Simms, Mark Bavaro. All those great Giants out there, and you go out there and you put up that type of performance, it's embarrassing and downright wrong. And everything that these fans have been saying about this team before in the offseason and before this season, you're giving those guys so much validation right now, it's not funny. And you know what? The way that you performed against the Minnesota Vikings, you deserve it. Until you go out there and put your pads on and go out there and play the way that you're supposed to play. Coach the way that you're supposed to coach. Come up with the plays to win games. Come up with plays just to make you look like a regular NFL team. You're going to get people saying things like this. You're going to get legends saying this about you. You're going to get fans saying this about you. You're terrible. You can't play. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're sorry. You're trash. You're bottom of the league. You're absolutely awful. I could go out there and play better than that. And for Lawrence Taylor to go out there and say he could get 22 of his guys that he played with back in the day and beat the Vikings right now, maybe it's a little far-fetched, but that's the mindset that he is in, and he is pissed that he has to see a piss-poor team go out there and just get their butts whooped all over the field. You're not tackling. Your cornerbacks are getting beat down. The running game, you can't stop the team's running game. You can't get pressure on Sam Darnold. You can't put up points. You can't complete passes. You can't get first downs. You can't get touchdowns. You can't get points after turnovers. It's embarrassing. Now, who's going to step up for the New York Giants in the locker room and say enough is enough? I'm tired of getting a foot to my ass every week. I'm tired of lifting all these weights, running all these wind sprints, going on all these plays, learning all these playbooks to go out here and get beat on by the sorriest of teams. All this talent that's on the Giants right now, and there is talent, you cannot deny that. And to go out there and put a performance like that is absolutely abysmal, it's embarrassing, and it's uncalled for. Somebody has to step up. Head coach, Brian Daboll, Kafka, Bowen, I don't care who it is, a player. Somebody needs to step up and say enough is a damn enough. I'm tired of being talked about. I'm tired of being booed. I'm tired of walking off the field losing every week. I'm tired of not being able to compete for a championship. I'm tired of not being considered a good team. I'm tired of all my peers and all my teammates being trashed upon every week. I'm tired of being in the media every week as one of the trashiest teams in the NFL. Somebody should just be tired. And for NFL Giants legends to say, look, I could suit up right now and go out there and do better than what you do, at the very least exactly what you're doing right now. Guys that are 50, 60, some 70 years old, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed that you went out there for those fans to be walking out in the third quarter with about 5 minutes left. You should be ashamed that you can't even get a touchdown. You couldn't even put up 7 points. You should be ashamed that you started off this season getting beat by a Minnesota team. Many people say that they're one of the bottom of the league and they just embarrassed you. So if they're the bottom of the league, what are you? You should be ashamed of the product that you have put on the field this very first week. You should be ashamed. If I was a player on that team, I would have a team player only meeting and I will let everybody have it, including myself, because I'm a part of that team and I'm trash too. And we gonna figure out who the riders are, who the riders in this locker room. Who's the people that want to win? Who's the people that want to go out there and kick some ass? Who's the people out there that want to change the narrative about this team? Who's the people out there that really want to go out there and win a championship? Because from what I seen on the field that very first game, the only player that was worth anything was Dexter Lawrence. Who's going to be the coach to get the players motivated? Who's going to be the coach that doesn't allow his team to get within their own minds and just give up? Who's going to be that coach? Daboll, it's supposed to be you. Who's going to stop this narrative? Who's going to stop the Hall of Famers of the New York Giants from being ashamed and embarrassed? But they still come to the stadium because they're love of the Giants. But it's not for the love of the team that's playing right now. Lawrence Taylor has even admitted that he don't even watch the Giants. Ashamed of them. Who's going to step up and play some New York Giants football, man? Change the narrative. Stop getting your ass kicked. Stop being undisciplined. Start making plays. Start playing with confidence. Stop feeling sorry for yourself when bad plays happen. It's the next play. Stop getting within your own head and going out there and laying the egg for no reason. Stop being trash. Stop being the bottom of the league. Stop being the joke of the media and the joke of the NFL. Stop doing it. Step up and play some damn football. You got all the talent in the world. What is it? Because it's definitely not lack of talent, but it's lack of discipline, lack of heart, lack of dog, lack of coaching, lack of intelligence, lack of need to win the game, lack of motivation. You just lack everything. And it's time for it to stop. And you better start it next week. Because if you don't, there's a lot of turnover that's going to happen. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't blame John Mara one bit. If you guys play the way you did last week all season, all you guys need to go. It's a damn shame that your top players of all time are absolutely ashamed to go out there and represent the product that's being put on the field. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. And you better step up, man. I'm tired of having to call these games and just being disappointed after the game and just deflated. It sucks, man. And it's bad. Put the damn players in there that want to win. Coach. Good Lord. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that big blue join button and join the Big Blue Crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. Go like the Big Blue Crew Sports Network so you can continue to see content such as this on all 32 NFL teams, baseball, basketball, of all type of sports content. Go like and subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network and subscribe and go cop you some merch. Go cop you some winning merch from the Big Pat Sports Shop. The new Big Pat Sports Talk logo has been created, so the new Big Pat Sports Talk merch is in the Big Pat Sports Shop. Go cop you some merch and send your picture to me so I can give you a shout out in one of my New York Giants full access lives or one of my videos as such as this. But the Giants, y'all better get it together. You better get it together very, very soon or heads are going to turn. They're already burning jerseys. They're already heckling players going to their cars. That somebody got attacked. And it's only going to get worse the worse you play. And that's just a fact. You got to change the narrative. Only people that can change the narrative is the damn team that's on the field. Have some pride. Have some motivation. And go out there and let's kick some ass against Washington next week. But thank you guys for watching. And you know what it is, man. Peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.